Hello dear students, today maths part 1, angle and its measurement, miscellaneous exercise first. Continue, see question second. Answer the following. Question number first, find the number of sides of a regular polygon if each of its interior angle is 3 pi upon 4. For the solution, since exterior angle is 360 degree upon n, it is a formula where n is number of sides of a regular polygon. Why it is a regular polygon? Regular polygon means if all the sides of a polygon are congruent or same. So your interior angle formula here, interior angle is interior angle 3 pi upon 4. So interior angle is 3 pi upon 4 radian. It is given. So you should convert it into degrees. Since 3 pi upon 4 multiplied by 180 upon pi. Why we multiply by 180 upon pi? Because 1 radian equals 180 upon pi degrees. So here pi going by pi and 4 to 445 is here 180. So 45 into 3 becomes 135 degree. Now we check interior angle. Since interior angle equals 180 minus exterior angle, it is a formula for interior angle. But here our interior angle is 135 degree. We should substitute the value for interior angle. 135 degree equals 180 degree minus 360 degree upon n, which is exterior angle formula. You can check here 360 upon n. So 135 degree equal to 180 degree minus 360 degree upon n. Then you can transfer it in the left hand side. So therefore 360 upon n equals 180 minus 135. So we subtract here 180 degree minus 135 degree, we get 45 degree. Therefore 360 upon n equal to 45 degree. So we can say 360 upon 45 equals n. Taking n on the right hand side and taking 45 on the left hand side, it which will be divided. So 360 upon 45 equals n. So 360 upon 45 becomes 8. Therefore n equal to 8. Therefore number of sides of a regular polygon equals 8. So there are 8 sides of a regular polygon. Means you can say it is octagon. Now see question number 2. Two circles, each of radius 7 cm, intersect each other. The distance between their centers is 7 root 2 cm. Find the area common on both the circles. So see the diagram first. There are two circles, each radii 7 cm, and these two circles intersect each other at point A and B. So you have to find area of the shaded portion, which is shaded here. You have to find area of this shaded region. Here PB and PA are radii of the first circle, and here QA and QB are radii of the second circle. But both have equal radii. Therefore, you can say PA equal to AQ equal to QB equal to PB, 7 cm each. Now see the solution. Let P and Q be centers of two circles. Because center is not given, so you can consider let P and Q be centers of two circles of radius 7 cm each. Circles intersect each other at A and B respectively. Since length PQ equal to 7 root 2 cm, it is given. What is 7 root 2? You can check in the question. The distance between their centers is 7 root 2 cm. Means length PQ. PQ is, what is PQ? It is a distance between two centers of two circles. So here length PQ equal to 7 root 2 cm and PA equal to AQ equal to 7 cm. It is given, that is radii. So if we take a square, sum of a square of these two terms means PA square plus AQ square. See this, PA square plus AQ square. So we get here PA square plus AQ square. देखो PA square plus AQ square. So PA square plus AQ square equal to 7 square plus 7 square. It is equal to 49 plus 49. Now it is equal to 98. So 98 can be written as 7 root 2 the whole square, because it is 49 into 2. The square root of 49 is 7 and 2 has no square root, that is root 2. So it can be written as, means 98 can be written as 7 root 2 whole square. So if we check what is 7 root 2, 7 root 2 is length of PQ. So it is PQ square. So PA square plus AQ square equal to PQ square. Now check the diagram. PA square plus AQ square equal to PQ square. So what does it mean? This means triangle PAQ is a right angle triangle and it is 90 degree at A. Means PA and AQ are perpendicular sides. Means it is isosceles right angle triangle. Therefore you can say PA square plus AQ square equal to PQ square. Therefore triangle PAQ is a right angled triangle. Therefore, angle PAQ is 90 degree. So, angle PAQ, this angle is 90 degree. Similarly, you can say angle P, this one is 90 degree, this one is 90 degree and this one is 90 degree. Means, and all the four sides are already equal and one angle is 90 degree. So, according to property of square, quadrilateral PAQB is a square, you can say. So therefore, quadrilateral PAQB is a square. You can check once again in the diagram. PAQB is a square because each angle 90 degree and all the four sides are congruent, means 7 centimeter each. Okay. Therefore, angle P, angle A, angle Q, angle B are 90 degree, and if we convert them into radian, we get 90 equals pi upon 2 radian, because 90 into pi upon 180 becomes pi upon 2 radian. Now, area of sector PABP. PABP means what? See the diagram once again. PAB. PABP means area of the sector. So, P dash ABP you can say. So, or you can say only area of sector PAB. Both are correct. Okay. So, you can write anyone. So, area of sector P of ABP equals half r square theta. It is equal to half into square of 7 because radius is 7 and theta is pi upon 2 radian, that is pi upon 2 here. So we get 49 pi upon 4 square centimeter. Okay. Similarly, area of sector QABQ equals half r square theta, or you can say area of sector ABQ only. So half r square theta, same formula, here same radius and same central angle. So it is equal to half into square of 7 into pi by 2 becomes 49 pi upon 4 square centimeter. Now you know very well area of square PAQB equals side square. So side square, that is side into side, 7 into 7 becomes 49 square centimeter. Now you have to find area of shaded portion. So now check diagram once again. Area of shaded portion is this one, only shaded part. So if we take area of the sector PAQ, means this area, see very carefully, area of sector PAQ, area of sector PAB, this one, plus area of sector QAB, this one, minus area of square PABP, PAQB, area of square PAQB. Okay, if we subtract it, so we get area of shaded portion. देखो once again area of sector इधर से ऐड कर रहे हो, ये पूरा टोटल ठीक है, ये पार्ट कवर हो गया. एरिया ऑफ सेक्टर इधर से भी ऐड करो, ये फुल पार्ट कवर हो गया. तो वी सी दैट दिस वन इज डबल्ड. ये कितना हुआ? ये डबल. देखो इस सेक्टर में भी आ गया कॉमन और इस सेक्टर में भी कॉमन आ गया, यहाँ डबल हो गया. तो अगर हम वन टाइम एक लेयर, यहाँ पर स्क्वायर का जो एक लेयर है, इसको अगर हम माइनस कर देते हैं तो पूरा एक कट हो जाएगा. तो रिमेनिंग वन टाइम क्या बचेगा? यहाँ पर एरिया ऑफ शेडेड पोर्शन. So this is the reason we write here area of shaded portion equal to area of first sector plus area of second sector minus area of square. You can say here, or you can say area of sector ABQ plus area of sector ABP minus area of square. So 49 pi upon 4 plus 49 pi upon 4 minus 49. So we see that 49 pi upon 4 plus 49 pi upon 4 becomes 49 pi upon 2 minus 49 as it is. So taking 49 common, we get here pi upon 2 and here minus 1 remaining term. So 49 multiplied by pi upon 2 minus 1 square centimeter. Therefore, area common to both the circles equals 49 into pi upon 2 minus 1 square centimeter. Those who are interested in decimal points, you can take pi equal to 22 upon 7 or pi equal to 3.14 and you can calculate it in decimal point if it required. Now see question number 3. Triangle PQR is an equilateral triangle. Triangle PQR is an equilateral triangle with side 18 centimeter. A circle is drawn on the segment QR as diameter. Find the length of the arc of this circle within the triangle. So for the question, see the diagram first. So how will you understand meaning of the question? This is a triangle PQR, right? Sorry, equilateral triangle. This means each angle of this triangle is 60 degree. Property of an isosceles triangle, 60 degree, 60 degree, 60 degree each angle of triangle PQR because it is an equilateral. According to question, you have to draw a circle with QR as diameter. So taking QR as diameter means midpoint of QR is center of the circle and draw a circle. This one is 18 centimeter. So radius of circle will be 9 centimeter, 18 upon 2. So draw a circle with center O which intersect side QP at point A and side RP at point B respectively. So you can say for the solution, since triangle PQR is an equilateral triangle, therefore PQ equal to QR equal to RQ equal to 18 centimeter because each side is 18 centimeter, it is given already. Therefore angle P equal to angle Q equal to angle R equal to 60 degree. So a circle is drawn with center O on segment QR as diameter. Therefore OQ equal to OR equal to 9 centimeter radii in triangle OAQ. Now see this in triangle OA and Q. So OAQ, this angle is 60 degree means angle Q is 60 degree. OQ equal to OA. OQ equal to OA radii. Okay, radii of the same circle. So you can say angle OQA, see the diagram, angle OQA equals angle OAQ, this one OAQ, because these two sides are congruent, therefore these two angles are congruent. Property of an isosceles triangle, or you can say angles of an isosceles triangle. So therefore 60 degree because angle OQA means angle Q. So OQA means angle Q. 60 degree equals angle OAQ. So if these two are 60 each of a triangle, so remaining angle will be 60 degree. But you have to give the solution here. In triangle OAQ, angle AOQ plus angle OAQ plus angle OQA equal to 180 degree. See once again, angle AOQ plus angle OAQ plus angle OQA equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle AOQ plus 60 degree, this one is 60, this one is also 60 equal to 180. So 60 plus 60 becomes 120 degree. Therefore, angle AOQ plus 120 degree equals 180. Therefore, angle AOQ equals 180 minus 120 equal to 60 degree. Taking plus 120 on the right hand side, we get 60 degree. Similarly, in triangle OBR, see the triangle OBR in the diagram, OBR. This one is 60 degree. These two sides are equal. Therefore, this angle equal to this angle means angle R equal to angle B, this side. 60 each. Therefore, remaining angle is how much? 60 degree. So this side is 60 degree, this side is 60 degree. So what will be the remaining angle? Means angle AOB. Since QOR is a straight line and angle QOA plus angle AOB plus angle BOR equal to 60 plus angle AOB plus 60 equal to 180 degree. Sum of angles of the same side of a straight line. Therefore angle AOB equals 180 minus 120. देखो ये 60 प्लस 60 दोनों का कितना हो गया, 60 प्लस 60 120, और टोटल तीनों का सम कितना है 180. तो 180 माइनस 120 बिकम्स 60, मीन्स एंगल AOB इक्वल्स 60 डिग्री. ठीक है, तो चलो यही सोल्यूशन यहाँ पर लिख के लेते हैं कि सिमिलरली इन ट्राइंगल OBR एंगल BOR इक्वल टू 60, जो हमने अभी अभी समझा दिया. तो सिंस एंगल QOA प्लस एंगल AOB प्लस एंगल BOR equals 180 degree, BOR means they are collinear points. Therefore 60 degree plus angle AOB plus 60 degree equals 180. Therefore angle AOB equals 180 minus, देखो 60 plus 60 120, 180 minus 120 becomes 60 degree. So angle AOB equal to 60 degree. Now convert 60 degree into radian because we need into radian. So 60 multiplied by pi upon 180. Here 63 is a 180 becomes pi upon 3 radian. Therefore angle AOB equals pi upon 3 radian. Now we want to find length of an arc AB. अब ये देखो यहाँ पर क्या फाइंड करना है, आर्क इन द सर्कल, सॉरी आर्क इन द ट्रायंगल. ये सर्कल का जो पार्ट यहाँ पर ट्रायंगल के अंदर है उसकी लेंथ क्या है ये हमें फाइंड करना था. मींस आर्क AB, लेंथ ऑफ आर्क AB ये फाइंड करना है. इसको हमने थोड़ा सा एडिट कर दिया है जिससे स्टूडेंट को मालूम पड़े कि हमें फाइंड क्या करना है. तो वी नीड टू फाइंड लेंथ ऑफ आर्क AB. अब देखो एंगल हमें मिल गया ये 60 डिग्री, दिस एंगल 60, और लेंथ ऑफ और रेडियस हमको ऑलरेडी मालूम है 9 सेंटीमीटर बिकॉज QR इक्वल टू 18 सेंटीमीटर, OQ इक्वल टू 18 अपॉन 2. ईच देखो रेडियाई 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 ऑल द 4, ये सभी जो मार्किंग की गई क्या है, रेडियाई ऑफ द सेम सर्कल. तो 9 सेंटीमीटर ईच. अभी रेडियस पता है, सेंट्रल एंगल भी पता है, रेडियंस में कन्वर्ट भी हो चुका है. तो हमें क्या फाइंड करना है, लेंथ ऑफ एन आर्क AB इक्वल्स R इंटू थीटा. ये फॉर्मूला है S इक्वल टू R थीटा. तो R इज 9 सेंटीमीटर, थीटा इज पाई अपॉन 3 रेडियन. यह 3 3 जा 9 इक्वल्स 3 पाई सेंटीमीटर. यहाँ पर मिल गया. तो 3 पाई सेंटीमीटर लेंथ ऑफ एन आर्क AB. नाउ सी क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. फाइंड द रेडियस ऑफ द सर्कल इन विच सेंट्रल एंगल of 60 degree intercepts an arc of length 37.4 centimeter. Means S equal to 37.4 centimeter and central angle theta equal to 60 degree. Now see the solution. Let radius of circle be R. We need to find it. OA equal to OB equal to R. See the diagram. OA equals OB equal to R. Central angle theta 60 and length of an arc AB equal to 37.4 centimeter given. Here theta 60 degree. So you can convert easily in radian. Multiplied by pi upon 180. So 60 into pi upon 180 equals pi upon 3 radian. Length of an arc S equal to 37.4 centimeter given. Since S equal to R into theta, therefore 37.4, because it is value of S, equal to R into theta. Theta is pi upon 3. Therefore R equals 37.4 into 3 upon pi. Substituting the value of pi as 22 upon 7. So R equal to 37.4 into 3 upon 22 upon 7. So 7 goes to numerator. So 37.4 into 3 into 7 upon 22. It goes by 11. 11 2 is 22, 11 3 is 11 4 is. So we get here 3.4 into 3 into 7 upon 2. And simplifying this calculation, we get 35.7 centimeter. Therefore, radius of circle 35.7 centimeter. Okay. तो ये बहुत ही इजी क्वेश्चन था. यू कैन कैलकुलेट इट इजिली. नाउ सी क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. अ वायर of length 10 centimeter is bent so as to form an arc of a circle of radius 4 centimeter. What is angle subtended at the center in degree? Let theta be central angle, or you can say angle subtended at the center, and radius of circle be R, which is 4 centimeter. Length of an arc S equal to 10 centimeter. It is given. Since S equal to R into theta, where theta measured in radian. Therefore, theta equals 10 upon 4 becomes 5 upon 2 radian. Now, we need to convert it into degrees because we want to find central angle in degree. Since 1 radian equals 180 upon pi degrees, therefore theta equals pi upon 5 upon 2 into 180 upon pi. Simplifying, we get 450 upon pi degrees. So as it is, you can write your answer here. Now see question number 6. If two arcs of the same length in two circles subtend angles 65 degree and 110 degree at the center, find the ratio of their radii. Let theta 1 and theta 2 be central angles, r1 and r2 be their radii, s1 and s2 be lengths of an arc. Since s equal to r theta, it is a formula for length of an arc. Here theta 1 and theta 2 central angles. Since theta 1 is 65 degree, so taking here theta 1 equal to 65 degree and we need to convert it into radian. So 65 multiplied by pi upon 180 radian, and theta 2 equals 110 degree. We write here theta 2 110 degree equals 110 multiplied by pi upon 180 radian. Now we write the formula for S1 upon S2. Since S equal to R theta, therefore S1 equal to R1 theta 1 and S2 equal to R2 theta 2, and dividing them, so we get S1 upon S2 equals R1 theta 1 upon R2 theta 2. But S1 equal to S2 given, same length of arc, means S1 equal to S2, so they will be cancelled to each other. Therefore 1 by 1 equal to R1 theta 1 equals R2 theta 2. So taking theta 1 and theta 2 on the left hand side, so they will be in reciprocal. Therefore theta 2 upon theta 1 equals R1 upon R2. Now substituting the value of theta 2 and theta 1 in this step. Therefore R1 upon R2 equals 110, it is value of theta 2, 110 into pi upon 180 upon 65 into pi upon 180. So pi upon 180, pi upon 180 get cancelled, and simplifying here we get it goes by 5. 5 2 are 10, 5 2 are 10, and here 5 13 are 65. Therefore R1 upon R2 equals 22 upon 13. Therefore R1 is to R2 equals 22 is to 13, which is correct answer. So R1 is to R2 equal to 22 is to 13 means the ratio of the radii of two circles R1 is to R2 equal to 20 is to 13. ये हमें करेक्ट आंसर यहाँ पर मिल गया. तो जो स्टूडेंट अगर टेक्स्ट बुक से आंसर मिलाना चाहते हैं तो टेक्स्ट बुक में आंसर रॉन्ग दिया गया है. दिस इज द करेक्ट आंसर. So dear student, for the remaining question, wait for the next video. और जो स्टूडेंट अभी तक चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किए हैं, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब द चैनल एंड देन कंटिन्यू. थैंक यू.